Hello gang, hello friends, hello gang friends. Welcome back. Thank you for being here with me today. Thanks for joining me. I had a bit of a spree, didn't I? Had a bit of a Temu spree and bought some stuff and thought, I know who I should show. I'll show the gang. So here we are, all of this stuff, and there were a couple of other bits that I got that weren't nail related. Some of them are in here, but all of this plus a couple of other things was like £43, which was a bit of a bargain. So we're going to have a look at them. There's all that stuff. We're going to have a look at them all, and then we can collectively decide what we want to see in the next video, or maybe, well, might not be the next one, but a soon video. That's not a good sentence. An upcoming video, we can decide. So these are little bits of shelly stuff. Are they actually bits of shelly stuff? Probably not, but they break off easily because who wants a piece that big? And they've got all these nice colours. They don't sort of colour shift as much on camera as they do in real life. They're not like super duper changey shifty, but they've got that sort of mother of pearl power, P-A-U-A, is it? Vibe. Well, maybe not power. I'm probably saying that very wrong. Sorry to all the Kiwis if I'm saying that. I think it's power or power shell. So no, it's nowhere near as nice as that stuff, but it's, you know, the mother of pearly type stuff. That's what it is. Oh, and then do you remember from the Met Gala nails, the one that I couldn't figure out when I was doing it, and then sort of figured it out and ran some ideas by you, and you were all like, yes, they were clear caviar beads. So I got some of those, but they're all the same size, and I'm pretty sure the ones in that had different sized ones, but we could try and recreate that nail just for the sake of I couldn't before and now I've got the stuff. But we'll try and figure out a way to. I wonder if they'd be nice in aqua nails, or would they just be invisible? Would you see them? Let me know. What do you think? Then we got some caviar beads, because you can never have enough caviar beads organised into size. So this is gold and silver, and it came with this. Not quite what I was hoping from this magnet. I was thinking you'd get a perfect long string of them that you could just lay down, but no, they all just clean together. I don't know why I thought it would be the other way, but I suppose once you've got a whole bunch on there, I'm going to try again. I thought I'll try and just pick up one and then boom, they all stick to it. Once you've got one on there, you can just touch it on the nail where you need to go and it'll stick to the gel, and you've got where you want it. So that's that. I wonder if that could be used as a magnet pen for Cateyes, although we did get one of those, which you'll see in a minute. So we got lots of caviar beads, trying again, failing again, and then tried to close the lid, thinking I'll just, no, didn't work. So that's caviar beads. All right, get on with it. Look, see that little cut on my knuckle on my right hand? Another hoovering injury. I get a blister on the handle every time I do like a full hoover. I get a blister. Okay, what do we have here? I don't know. I should have unwrapped everything off camera. We have, oh yes, we have these magnets. They're balls. New balls, please. Oh, Wimbledon at the moment. Loving it. So they're all individual, but they all do stick together. And I've seen them used for water, you know, water nails, when you get the Cateye and you do this with the balls. You bring out the zhuzh with the ball and it spreads them all around like that watery pattern. So we'll try that. Any magnetic-y stuff, I'm happy to give a try. Going to keep it in its little pot. What are you trying to do? Okay. Oh, and doesn't it look like my hands are all like shaky and I'm going all fast and crazy and everything? This is real speed. I don't know why. I noticed when editing. I think I'm trying to unwrap things quickly, because boring to watch me unwrap stuff. But it just looks like I've got it on go faster mode, and I haven't. Okay, this is supposed to create bunny ears. Right, there we go, rabbit ears. just without, you know, having to hold just a normal magnet in a weird place or twist a bloody paper clip, you know. So we'll definitely give that a try. We'll keep it in the little pot. We now have a new little magnet pot. I was very happy at this moment. I love organising these, even though they're all going to stick together. But at least they're in the same place. Don't remember putting these in my order, but I can see why I did, because they supposedly give you a heart. Don't know why they send you two. You can only use one at a time. And they're covered in this sticker. Do I take the sticker off? Do I not? Do you know the answer? Let me know. I was trying to read what it says, but it didn't say anything about whether to take the sticker off or not. I've got to stop taking a breath and then just speaking till I run out of breath, like a pilot. Ladies and gentlemen, we're flying approximately 5,000 feet per second. Make sure your feet with arms and hands at all times overhead, and protect yourself before you reach shout, you know. Okay, this not nail related. I've got a tattoo that I don't like. I had one done, and then I added to it, and then I had it covered up. And I keep seeing this tattoo online, and I'm like, that would be quite cool. That would cover it up. And then I saw that they had this temporary tattoo, so I thought, oh, give it a try. And then saw this one as well. Wouldn't go that far. Who's messaging me at bloody 12:20 in the morning? So do you want a video on me putting fake tattoos on? Let me know. Let me know all your thoughts about everything in the comments below. You know, start from the beginning. You were born, then what happened? Just tell me everything. I want to know. Then we have these solid white, no, clear. My mind's just gone funny because I've just got an email to an email address that nobody has. And I keep getting these emails, and I keep getting this email from this one person. And I've told her several times, please go away. Please leave me alone. I'm not interested in your services. Did that for the first 5 times, then got a bit annoyed. The last email was effing F off, you effing F, or I'll effing F you F. And I've just got an email from her again. Interesting. Okay, so this is non-stick. Well, not doesn't stick to your hands. 3D big gel. Big gel are after us. Non-stick 3D sculpting gel. They've given me some of these things, which I did not order. They came with it. Won't use them because the shape of them is nasty. Could give it a try, I suppose. And then a silicone tool, which you can't see because it's blurry, was a bit scuffed at the end. Oh, and one of these. Don't know if I ordered it. I placed these orders, right? And then I purposefully don't look at what I've ordered, so that when it comes, I'm like, oh, look at that. Little bows. So you can use that gel for these, you know, squish it in there and then paint it after. And then I got these because even though I counted all the glitters in my glitter drawer the other day, because I need to have a reorganizer of my desk because I've got piles and piles of polish bottles with nowhere to put. And I counted just under 700 glitters, so naturally had to get some more. And these are all like that laser holo glitter, so it's really fine. It's one of those ones when you burnish it, you don't need to like encapsulate or double anything. It's just completely thin, flat, one glitter deep coat. And I'm pretty sure I own these in all these colours already. I again don't remember adding these to my basket. Maybe the picture just looked so tempting I had to. So these are all the colours. So we can do a video using those. They'll be nice to swatch. Maybe swatch them on some long pointy sticks. I'm trying to do them in rainbow water. Look at that one on the left, that lavendery, so pretty. So we'll try those. Again, I need you guys' ideas and thoughts on what we should do next and stuffs. I do quite like the idea of doing magnet stuff next. And then we have this Puente. Don't know what that means. Oh, I think I must have opened this because I remember opening something, so it must have been this. And then thinking, wait, do it all on camera. So this is another one of those things, but it's not runny at all, but it's a bit softer than the ones in those white pots just now. And therefore something we'll see in a minute. And this is a white 3D. It looks runny, doesn't it? Had to give it a little poke, see what the dealio was, but it's definitely yeah, it looks runny, but it's definitely a non-stick thing. Just checking, non-stick. And then thought I'd give it a little test in my fingers. How is everybody? You all okay? Is anyone watching Wimbledon? Nobody seems to respond to the "is anybody watching Wimbledon" question. Actually, I think one of you might. If you are, let me know who you're supporting. Just realised that this audio might not be very nice, but hopefully your ears have got used to it. You know, when a video, sometimes you can tell people have stopped and started again later in a different room and it sounds different and you don't like it, but you get used to it. Hopefully you're used to that, because I think it's not doing so well. These are nail tabs, right? Just nail tabs. Well, they're not. They're ones that you cure in a UV light, which I thought was a fantastic idea until I remembered that, you know, they're useless if the nail's been painted, because the light won't penetrate. Oh, fuck this one up. They're very sticky. Tried to put it back down. No, that's just, that one's gone. That one's dead. So I suppose good if you want to just put the tips on and then paint. Interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see if they're more secure than nail tabs that are just sticky and don't go in a UV light. But keep them in that black bag so that daylight doesn't fuck with them. Sorry. Not really, not that sorry for the Fs, but some of you get upset by it. Okay, we have another magnet. This one is supposed to do the heart without twisting any paper clips and doing any yada yada yada. Definitely want to try that. And I think they work better on certain Cateyes, so we'll try on a few different types. So we've got the heart, the rabbit ears, the watery effect one. So that will definitely be a video. If that heart one works, I'm going to be so happy. This is one of my favourite things. I like the little sponges because the colour scheme is very nice. But this, a little squeezy, picky, grabby thing for doing sponging. Because normally I have to try and hold it in some tweezer type things, but then you have to keep the pressure on the tweezers, whereas this you can let go and then just hold it like anything. Patty pat pat pat. I don't know how you do it so that you didn't have the square edges on the side. I was trying to do that here, so you just had a rounded bit, because you don't want any straight lines when you're patting or sponging, sorry. But that's good. That will be handy. And those little cubes, adorable. And there's loads of them. So there's that. We could do a little sponging video, testing out some spongy techniques. Let me know. Okay, wait. Okay, don't judge me. These are nail tips, but they are the nail tips from hell. They are claw nail tips. They don't look like the right shape there, but once you build up, you know, the hook will be more apparent because you'll have it much higher above it. So that's going to have to be a video. We're going to have to try that. But yeah, what do you think? How do you feel about claw nails? I mean, let's be honest, they're fucking hideous. But they look like they'd be fun to try with a big, you know. But when I've just had an idea. Please don't let me forget it for the end of the video. So we'll do a video on that. This is not nail related. I got it for my niece for her birthday. It's not her main present. She's kind of into Hello Kitty, but in an ironic way. That's not the way. That's not the word. What's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. But you know, she's not 4 and loves Hello Kitty. She's she's just turned 13 and likes it in the way that it's cool to like things that aren't cool, that sort of thing. So got her that. This little bastard. I was expecting it to be much bigger. I have to remember. You must always remember when you make nail orders, whatever you're getting, doesn't matter. It's always going to be smaller than you think. Okay? It's always going to be smaller than you think. So I thought we'd try this. Because I was quite excited and I've seen it for so many years and we're like, oh, I want one. It's really cute and it's pink and it's a heart. Even though that's not really me, but I think it is a bit. Oh, this is my Caviar and random bits tray, all organised, little rainbow orders of things. Just put some of the new things in there. So I've got this nail art frame, but so you're supposed to put it in here and then push this bit down, and then it bends it so it shapes to the nail. But holy moly, I was in hysterics. Was I in hysterics or was I stressing out? One or the other. I think it might have been stressing out actually, but I was in hysterics when I was editing. That's it. Because I kept putting it in there and it was just being pushed out the other side. But I also think it's because this particular frame is too thick. You know, most of them are a lot thinner and this one's quite thick. But also you want to hold it so that, like this, so you can get fingers under it and on top of it to give it the most squeeze. But to get it to stay in there whilst holding it up like that is difficult. So look at me. Oh man, stressing out I was. So putting it in there and then wanting to lift it up so that you could squeeze from both sides, but it just wasn't happening. It was poking out and you can tell I'm squeezing really, really hard, which is not a good idea for my poor old hands. But eventually we did get a result. But again, this was quite thick, this frame. But we have we? Oh my word. Oh, okay, I thought I'd try. Is that the same one? I thought I'd try a thinner one. And I thought I got a thinner one. But it's exactly the same. But again, giving it a really hard squeeze. And we do eventually succeed. I just think the issue is the fact that these particular embellishments are quite thick. But look, it does work. See? And that will go anywhere on the nail because the whole nail is curved. I thought I'd try and curve it a bit more because I'm a bit of a knobhead. And then immediately realised, well, it's only going to curve as much as the curve in the heart. You know, squeezing it more isn't going to make it curve more. But we tried anyway. And yeah, it didn't change anything. But it is still curved, so it will now sit flush on the nail. Am I boring the shit out of you all? I'm sorry. It's late. I always say that because it's always late. But yeah, so that does work. It works. I just think those things I tried were too thick. I was going to try something else. I think I did. But then when I was editing, I was like, you're boring people. Move on. Oh, no, we're going to speed it up. Oh, yeah, just because it was funny to see me fumble around with this a lot. Did we get any results for this one? Tiny bit. Yeah, that's flush. Okay, so I'd give this I should have tried it with a thinner thing. Technically it works, but it's a bit fiddly. So if you have a client that you know is going to want something, do it beforehand. Do it the night before, get them prepared. because otherwise you might get stressed when you're with a client. Okay, moving on. Let's breathe. Ooh, a little whistly exhale. These two, pretty sure I didn't order that pink one. I think it must have just come in the set and I wanted the yellow one. I'm almost sure that I've thrown these away in the past because I didn't think they'd work or do anything, but we'll try. That can go in our little magnet video. Shall we try add those to that? A brush. Sorry, let me say that again. A brush. And I can't remember if I bought it for cleanup, like if you make a mistake and just giving things a wipe, but it looks a bit big for that, or whether it said it was for shaping, like 3D non-stick putty gel stuff. What are we calling that stuff in the industry at the moment? Modeling gel. So I can't remember if it said it was for that or for cleanup. But I remember being excited about it, but now I can't remember what for. And then these, do you remember that whole thing about having one of these sort of shapes in the middle of the nail? And I did a video on how they do it, and you end up with this big old tube down the middle of your nail that you have to then cover so the nails are really thick. And you get this bit of paper, bit of like angel paper stuff, and you have to cut it around and put it on there. These are pre-cut, and I thought maybe we could try that, because if we could get that look without it being super thick, which I think I did do in that video. So I don't know why I got these, but I did. We'll give them a try. Yeah, you had that big sort of tunnel. So these might help it be better. I hope you know which nails I'm talking about. I'm sure you do. They were everywhere. Couldn't get those organised neatly. We'll deal with it later. What's up next? Oh yeah, another thing that, upon reflection, why did I order this? It's a mould with dragons on it. Didn't consider how I would use, not as in how I would use this, but like how I would, what kind of set I would be making to go with that, but obviously wasn't thinking that much at all with my order. Just get excited at nail stuff and yeah, have that. Okay, so these you can put on the end of your tip cutters to measure so that everything's the same length, but I've also seen people do some cool magnet designs with them. So we'll add those to the little pot of magnetic-y goodness for a magnet video. Oh, and these. It was things I kept seeing everywhere and thought, I want to see what it's all about. These little stamps, or what would you call these? Stamps? A little butterfly, a rose. The daisy one looks super cute because how perfectly neat is that? And a heart. So we'll try those. You just dip it into the polish and stamp it on your nail. We'll see if it's really that easy. And then more moulds. I don't know why. I don't really use moulds, do I? Maybe that's why I give them a go. Lord knows what I was thinking ordering this one that's creepy snakes. Yeah, not really sure what was going through the old noggin. And when I do snakes, I like doing them by hand. But we'll give it a try. I suppose it'd be good if, you don't like making 3D stuff. Molds, perfect. And this is just a little organizer folder. These are all my stickers. And I have filmed already organising all my stickers, so going through them all, putting them into categories, and then putting them in that folder. So I have filmed that. Let me know if you want to see it, because if you do want to see it, I'll be doing a giveaway in it. Because I went through them all and thought, I don't need this many stickers. and took a whole bunch out that someone can have if they want. So let me know if you want to see that video. It will just be looking at stickers and watching me put them in the thing and organise them into piles. But it has been filmed. Because everything is content, everything is content. Another mould with skulls, with snakes coming out of its eyes. What was I thinking? I obviously wasn't feeling anxious that day, because that's the sort of thing that if I was anxious, I'd be like, no, it's too creepy. Yeah, be good for Halloween, I guess. Okay, last but not least, this. Doesn't this look a teensy weensy bit familiar? Yes, it does. It looks like a box of Appray tips. 600 pieces, 12 sizes. The numbers, for some reason, upside down, back to front, on the inside of the lid. So they've got a slightly, what's the word? They've got a really nice apex, actually. They've got a slightly etched on the inside, but I think you'd want to do a bit more. You'd want to do it all the way to cover the natural nail. But I don't know, they feel quite promising. Can you see my cosmic Oodie sleep tea in the reflection? I was in my big nightie filming this. So I definitely want to try those. You know, an Appray dupe, a Temu Appray dupe for significantly less money than actual Appray. Oh, and that's what that gel was for. I got that for that, to try that, scoopy up and put it on that way. But we'll try a few different ways. So let me know what you want to see a video on next out of all this stuff. Let me know what you think of my little haul. Sorry it wasn't a design or anything today, but come on, Wimbledon's on. Girls got stuff to do. I've got to sit on my ass and stare at the telly 24/7. Claw nails, claws. Thank you for joining me again for the 50th time. Let me know what you want to see in a video. I mean, obviously I'll maybe do a video for all of them, but which one do you want to see first? And I'll get going. But I have filmed the sticker one. I appreciate you being here, coming along, just joining me for a chit chat. I hope you're all okay. Like, comment and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.